Good morning, Visibility Vibers. Now, this might seem a little strange and I may be whispering. I wanted to do this quick Facebook Live for some just different ideas on how to manage your time. Now, if I sound like I'm whispering, it's just gone 6:30 in the morning. And the reason that I've decided to do this right now with kind of no warning or no schedule is because I have been looking at how I can be more visible and how I can help you to be more visible, to stand out so that your customers can find you. So I wanted to just give you some kind of real life experiences of stuff that goes on for me as well as I know it does for you. And one of the things that I hear people say more than anything is, Jenny, I don't have time, I'm spinning plates, I'm trying to squeeze everything in, there's not enough hours in the day, and that kind of thing. And you may be wondering what on earth that's got to do with visibility at all. And it has everything to do with visibility. So let me explain why it's even important in terms of being seen, being heard, getting out there. So many of us are either juggling our own business or juggling our own business and children, childcare, normal everyday living, housework. Some of us are even working and running a business at the same time. Whichever situation you're in and wherever you're at, whether you're aspiring to start, you've started already, you've been going for years, you're making a transition, you're thinking about what to do next, you're wanting to change, one of the things that afflicts many of us is that we don't often have enough time. So here are 3 ideas that I want to share with you in the hope that you are A, inspired by these ideas, B, that you can put them into practice, straight away without having to go and study or research or anything else like that, and C, just to give you the benefit of that feeling of at least feeling a little bit in control of the time that you spend in your business and being visible. So let's get cracking. So the first thing is to really connect with your own why. If you are working and you are creating a business or building a business, sometimes, one can overtake the other or almost feel like it clashes with the other. And knowing why it's so important for you to do the thing that you want to do is actually a nice little booster that keeps you going. So when times get tough or feel bad or feel heavy or you might feel stressed, if you can connect to why you're doing it, that makes a huge difference. And it's like a kind of bit of a magic juice that propels you forward and kind of keeps you going. So that's one of the whys. So that's why I have come out in my back garden and hoping that my neighbours don't think, what on earth is that woman doing? Who is she speaking to? Who's she talking to? But my why, the fact that I do the visibility stuff so that you can get out there, you can spread your ripples far and wide, even when a plane's going overhead, you can spread your ripples far and wide, is the reason that I get out of bed every morning, is the reason that I do this thing, is the reason that I literally get out of bed, brush my hair, have a vest top on and sit in the garden and make videos. So really connect with your why. And if you're one of these people that are like, oh, but I don't think I have a why, there'll be like a reason that you want to at least run a business or look at sharing the topics that you have. So it doesn't, it doesn't have to be a very carefully thought out, big, massive piece of another thing for you to do. It could be that you want to have a lifestyle business so that you can look after people around you. It could be pets, could be children, could be yourself, or you want a bit of freedom. You want the freedom to be able to shoot videos from wherever you are in the world, or reach your audience from wherever you are, or work with people maybe one-to-one or in groups. It doesn't matter the why for other people. The why needs to be compelling to you. So really connect with that and bring that into your life in some way every day. Okay, so that was the first thing I wanted to share. The second thing that I wanted to share in terms of visibility and time is that so many people recently I've been having this conversation with, like how to make best use of your time. And it's funny because it's not even like a time management tip that I'm going to share here. This is about making the most of your day. Oh, and with that, a little bee just nearly flew into my eye. I like bees though. So making the most of your day. So for those of you that have been on calls with me recently, that are currently working with me, you'll know that I've been sharing a very simple yet powerfully effective time management piece. You know, how to fit the things that you want to do in your day, in your week, so that you can start achieving and continue to achieve the things that you want to do. Now, interestingly, on this topic, many of you will know that my signature system is a visibility vibe system, and maybe some of you will know that there is the opportunity to get like a pep or a boost on a monthly basis for just £29. So in this month, I will be exploring and going deeper into how you use that time, how you use that technique. And I've actually made a little template that you can use straight away. You can print off and use straight away, which will help you to be able to do the things that are important to you in your day. And this isn't just about going out there and being visible or making videos or going out and speaking, which are obviously other things that I cover too, and you get insights to those in those monthly bundles as well. But this is all about just being able to have one of those days where at the end of the day you're not beating yourself up and saying, oh gosh, I've got so much more to do and I've got to go back and do it all again tomorrow. This is about looking at the things that are important to you in your life, in your business, whether it's, you know, a combination of children, childcare, work, and anything else and everything else, and being able just to get stuff done, you know. So one of the things that I would encourage you to do is have a look, especially if you find yourself being really busy, have a realistic look just, you know, at the things you have to do today, and have a look at what actually does need to be done today, what can be done at a later stage. What is it you're trying to do today that depends on something else being done first? It's likely that you're just cramming so much stuff into your day that it's making it quite difficult. So have a look at the time element, how you can best use your time wisely, and how you can make sure that you're breaking stuff down into sort of small enough chunks for you to do. So I'm sitting here making this video. I'm busy as busy as the next person, you know, running a business and kind of traveling between different locations and doing this. But how this video came about was that this morning, I normally attend a wake-up call at 6 o'clock, which is 20 minutes of inspiration. And because the person that's running the wake-up call is in a different time zone, they've decided to make it 6 o'clock in their time zone, not ours. So it meant that the time that I had scheduled to watch that for 20 minutes and then, you know, go and do some sort of action points from that afterwards, it meant that I kind of got some time back. I've somehow managed to create time to do something different. So connecting with my why and helping you to spread your ripples far and wide, I thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a Facebook Live for the Visibility Vibers. Now, this could be a bit of a shock to them, and I could be doing this on my own, which indeed it seems that I am this morning, but I don't mind, because when you come back and watch this, I'm hoping that you'll get some just little nuggets that you can take into your day to help you stand out and to help you get more visible. And speaking of that point, it brings me on to the third point in terms of time and visibility and getting out there. And the next point that I want to raise is that quite often we know somewhere that we need to do something differently to how we've done it before. So I've been really searching at how I can do things in a new way, how I can do things differently. Is it Einstein that's reputed to have said that if you something about the biggest form of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, or something like that. So one of the things that I've been looking at is, like, everything that I do, as I'm doing it, you know, how can I do this differently? How can I do this in a new way? How can I do this like I've never done it before? Is this really effective? Is this, you know, helping me to achieve the goals that I want for myself, but also the things that I want for other people? is this how I want to work? Is this who I want to work with? I look at it in every single way. So the third point is that I've been doing a little bit of an experiment. I've been doing a few actually, but one of them is I've been getting up. Hello, Julia Bernard. Thank you for joining me and not making me feel like the only woman at the party. Julia's an early bird too. But here's what I've been doing. Morning, Julia. The third thing that I have been doing in terms of doing something differently is I tend to get up fairly early-ish, but not overly early or overtly early. So because of the 6 o'clock wake up call, every Wednesday I now get up at 5:45, sometimes 5:30. I get up at 5:45. Oh, Julie just sent me a love heart, thank you. So I get up at 5:45 and I get prepared to listen to the message on the Wednesday, which is done through Facebook Live. I listen to the message and then I actually put in some buffer time to action whatever I can in those messages, or at least write down what my next step will be. So it's not just me listening to something, it becomes something tangible and I don't have to re-listen to it, go back to it again, or waste time later on. Then the next thing I do, having already done this the day before, is work out a plan between 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock of what I'm going to do undisturbed. So if I need to get my head down and do something, I don't check Facebook, I don't check my emails. And when I first started doing this, I found it really hard. So what I ended up doing was putting my phone on flight safe mode so that I could just focus and concentrate. And within that schedule, I need to have my breakfast and have a shower and everything else like that. And for some of you, it might be that you need to get the kids off to school. It could be that you might make your, husband's or wife's pack lunch, or your partner's pack lunch. It could be that you need to make phone calls. It could be that the sun came out, so you decided to take advantage of a sunny day before the clouds roll in and make a video for your community and for your tribe. So that's what I've been doing. I've been getting up early on a Wednesday, and as some of you know, early on a Monday. On Monday I actually get up at 6:30, which is a bit of a lane in comparison to this, and I at 7 o'clock live on Facebook on my Jenny Make It Happen page, which is a Jenny Kovacs coach trainer speaker page. I go over there, and rather than just receiving a Monday motivation into your inbox, I do a different motivation so that you can kind of get a pep up to your day and to your week. So I'm looking to do this a lot more because I find there's like this quiet space between 6 and 9, and for sometimes 6 and 8 really. So by getting up earlier, I can start my day in the way that I want to start it. I can get stuff done. You might want to start your day through meditation, for example. You might want to start your day by reading a bit more of that business book that you've been looking at. You might want to start your day by planning what you need to do for the rest of your day. It could be that you already made a plan of what you're going to do, and you know that you need to create more action or do something differently, because it's almost like you're guiding your path into where you need to go. It could be that you woke up expecting to write some blog posts, but you know that you're short on video content, or you're short on new people you want to speak to, or you're short on content for sending out to your crowd. So you can use that time and say, okay, I haven't emailed my audience very much, so I'm going to take this extra time to write some emails, for example. Okay, so those are the three things. So really connect with your why you're doing this, and if you don't have a big why, what makes you want to be a self-employed entrepreneur? What makes you want to do the job that you're doing? What makes you want to go out and help or serve people? What makes you want to sell your skincare products? What makes you want to sell your conscious cakes? What makes you want to help people live a life in a more spiritual way? What helps you want to ease back pain? What makes you want to help people sell high-end packages? What makes you want to help people with their web services? What makes you want to help people with EFT? What makes you want to help women connect with themselves so they can fall in love with themselves and their lives again? What makes you want to get women to sit in circle and talk about their life? It doesn't have to be a massive, great big light bulb or lightning striking why. So that was the first thing. Really connect with that, and that will that will propel you forward even more. The next point is around your time. You know, we all have this too busy-itis thing going on, and look at really when you're really busy, sometimes the best thing you can do is actually to stop, take a breath and say, you know what, I just need to work out what's important here. Sometimes we overstuff our own diaries, our own calendars, and the feeling of being busy actually gives us sort of like contentment. Oops, I nearly dropped my camera then. So have a look at that why. And then the final thing, have a look at that time. And then the final thing is to really look at one thing that you can do differently. So I've given you an idea of the getting up early piece, or earlier. So even if you already get up at 6, you might start getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you know. Another thing that you might want to do that's different, especially if you're going through a kind of a hard time and you need to cheer yourself up in terms of what's the point, is something that I've been doing with one of you guys actually as an experiment, and that is to literally, not even a gratitude journal, but just to bullet point what I'm grateful for as it comes up in the day. Now when I say bullet point, I mean short, sharp and sweet. I'm not talking war and peace. So in my notebook at the back, I literally put a dot, and whatever the thing is that's made me smile, I'll literally put a word so it reminds me of it. No sentences, no descriptions. So for example, I discovered up the road here, like less than sort of 20 steps from my house, a cherry tree. And I was really excited. I love cherries, and all, you know, so I've been looking at these cherries. It really gave me a good vibe, a good feeling. So in my gratitude book, I just put a dot and then the cherry tree. And this is like a good way to flood yourself with good feeling in the moments. You know, the other day, and I'll post it in for you to see, but somebody said something really nice in another Facebook group that I was at about my videos. So that really made me feel happy. And actually, I would say the good feeling of that was definitely better than even the feeling of, oh, I've just signed up a new client, or someone's just paid me, or I've just made some money. There's something about knowing that what you do, that what I do makes a difference and matters to other people. It just feeds me in a way that I can't explain. It makes it, it's not about validation. It's about making me feel that I'm doing something that's really worth it to someone else's life. So someone else has joined. I'm not sure who that is, but I'll say hello to whoever's joined anyway. So yeah, so have a look at what you can do. Hey, it's Ian. I kind of mentioned you a moment ago. Morning, Ian. Probably getting Melissa ready for school. So yeah, so just think about what these things could be. You know, what these very seemingly small things. You know, that first cup of tea in the morning, or that nice cold mouthful of water when you've just been having a hot day. Morning, Ian. You know, so what are these, like I don't want to call them the small pleasures in life, because I don't think we should size a pleasure by being massively great or not so great or too small. But just really take a moment to be present and look around and see the things that really make us smile, really bring us joy, that maybe aren't so kind of outside in orientated, if that makes sense. Maybe they're, you know, not things that we have to grab from the outside to make ourselves feel happy. So that's really what I wanted to share this morning. But again, I want to really kind of reiterate the importance of this isn't about just the kind of the business element of getting out there. The importance of having time is how it makes us feel, because so many of us, of you, I hear it all the time in things that people say and things that people write and share on social media, that I hear that we don't have enough time. And actually, whilst that's almost a mantra that many of us say on a regular basis, it hurts us. It makes us feel, you know, that at the end of the day that we haven't done all the things we're supposed to do. Sometimes it makes us feel quite worthless. So that's the reason why the timepiece is really important. So I want to invite you, if you haven't already, even just to go over to the website take a look at the different sort of packages that are up there, because for £29 a month, just to have various different tips. So this month you're going to have a template on time management. You're going to have lots of short, sharp videos, so you know, things that you can kind of watch while you're waiting for the kettle to boil, and you know, while you're kind of waiting for, I don't know, to get through the queuing system on the phone. I'm also going to be covering things about how you can make a real visible impact. There's lots of templates where you can kind of, you know, put your own success folder together. There's lots of other things of how to make an impact, you know, how to connect with people. Maybe you've met them at networking, maybe you've met them you know, at an event, maybe you've met them online. How to connect with them so it turns into real tangible connections and something that you can do. You know, only yesterday I was speaking to someone I'd met a couple of weeks back. We've kept in contact. We met at someone else's event, and they've offered me a really great opportunity to do something. I'll tell you more about that as it comes to fruition. So, you know, I just want to be able to support you, and I know that time is short, and that's why I create these things in the way I do. So I just want to say to Julia, the lady that does make sure that you can sell your high-end packages and make a ton of money, to Ian, who makes people's lives so much easier, so much juicier, you know, through his web services and what he can provide there. And I know somebody else joined and then popped off. I don't know who it was. You didn't say hello, you were shy, so I couldn't say hello back. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and have the most successful and brilliant day. And watch out in your inbox for news of something nice for this for the next few days, for the next coming days. And for those of you that did the 12-day video challenge, the last round, check out your inboxes for your feedback videos. That's all I've got to say now. Keep making your time matter, because you matter. Bye for now.